We need to understand that after an injury, there is trauma. Sometimes the carriers, they defy you and say that's a garden-of-the-mill injury. It's not that way, Mario. We have to really evaluate those things. Through our history, we've seen atrocities, wrongdoings that could have been avoided by a simple assessment, a simple orthopedic assessment, and a neurological evaluation with all the tools that we have in modern science today to be able to come up with a protocol to determine if there is a problem or there isn't. It seems kind of crazy that we could leave a person, a young girl who's at the age of 18, has a neck injury, and then look at her later on at 50 and she's got massive arthritis in her neck when we could have done something.
Well, and what I would say is we need to honor each patient as though they are our children or our parents. If we have those standards of care, we would care more.
Exactly.
And we would do more, and we would be a little more patient and not as fast to judge or fast to tell the patient you're fine, and those traumas, I understand there's many other issues that are more pressing, and a lot of times that's the case, and we all do our best, Alex. I always tell people everyone does their best at the time where they are, and for myself, I look at those cases, the injuries, as very, very important cases because they delineate the rest of your life. So the better you take care of that car accident, and the reason we're talking about cars is because the impact is huge. And some of these cars, you may not see the impact. And that's another conversation that I think is important because, it's a scratch, And then the older the car, this is one thing that I've noticed, the older the car, we're talking about bumpers that are made out of steel.
Yeah.
That thing is not going to bend. But I tell you what, that force will vibrate through the whole car and impact you more.
As you mentioned that, we learned in physics, plastic deformation. That's what it is, plastic. It absorbs the energy. Today's cars are designed to absorb the energies. And the old cars were harder. So that energy, it's almost like when people know, it's like imagine driving your car on no tires, no rubber. You feel the impact. When you're on an older car, pre-60s and 70s, that thing hurt, man. That thing was not a energy absorbing kind of structure. There are cars out there that absorb energies better, but what we've learned is that position, the impact, the velocity, the angles, the vectors, all come into place, and it's very important to understand the age of the individual. The
pre-existing, I can tell you, someone that's in their 20s and someone who's in their 60s, same situation, same impact, totally different care, totally different symptoms, totally different outcome. Why? Pre-existing issues, secondary morbidities, all of those things are taken into consideration, and those patients have other issues prior to. But the point that I always reflect and share with the patient, wherever you are, the particular impact escalated and amplified the problems that you had prior. Yeah, and this is so important to really, again, clarify. A lot of times those issues are not created, and the verbiage that's used is it's pre-existing because you have arthritis. Yeah, I understand that, but the question is, did that impact make my arthritis and the situation better? Exactly. Or worse? I'm sorry. Let's be simple.
Is it their fault that they are 60? Is it their fault that they have arthritis? Is it their fault that they have a back prior existing issue, that they have rods in their spine from a prior situation? No, it's not. When an impact happens, it lights those things. Yeah. Whatever you have predisposed, it lights it up and it makes it worse. You're absolutely right.
Correct.
Pre-existing.
And those are conversations that need to be clarified and answered. For the patients especially, because it's not their fault. You know,
No, it's not.
they're the ones that didn't wake up in the morning and go, you know what, let me see if I can hit a tree today. Yeah. So I can, just kind of stimulate my neck so I can move better. No. Yeah. I mean, that's the point. The point is that we need to meet each patient where they are. The point is we need to meet them where they are.